Before we get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. We just hit 100 subscribers on the channel. We're actually at 114. We hit 100 last week. But regardless, thank you guys for all your support. You've been giving me a lot of positive feedback on my videos, and it really looks like I'm helping you guys out. So thank you for that. What is up, guys? How's it going today? My name is SarahTube, and today I'm actually not in the GE. I'm at Falador on this bridge, starting the intro here. What do you guys think about it? I think it looks kind of cool. But either way, we're bringing you a video on how to find good items to flip. I know it's kind of a struggle for new flippers who also maybe don't have a lot of money, but even if they do have a lot of money, they don't know what items to flip. They're new to flipping, and it's kind of hard to find good items to flip. What I honestly do is make a list of items that have worked for me in the past, and I continuously flip them, so I kind of flip the same items over and over again, and I highly encourage you to do that as well. I kind of stress that in my 10 mil flipping guide. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see that. If you have around 10 mil, that's a helpful video for sure. But I'm going to show you guys how to find good items to flip no matter what your cash stack. Let's get right into the video. Only problem is, there's no dang GE in Falador. Back to Varrock, the superior place. We're going to need to use GE Tracker for this one. If you haven't used GE Tracker before, it's really useful to find items to flip. It shows you like price history of items and how much items are being bought and sold, like the quantity and the prices, and it's really helpful. I'll leave a link in the description to GE Tracker's website. If you don't use it, I highly recommend it. I'm not affiliated with them as much as I'd like to be. That would be really cool. But it's still a really helpful site, and we'll be using it in this video. Okay, so here we are on the GE Tracker website, as you can see, getracker.com, and I just picked a random item to do an analysis on. I picked sharks. So currently they're going for $1,185 each, with an offer price of $1,188 and a sell price of $1,179. As you can see, obviously that would lose you money if you started flipping that, but that's just the prices. Let's look a little more into it. A lot of people neglect this right side right here, the buying quantity, selling quantity, and the buy-sell ratio. I don't know why people forget about talking about this. Maybe they just don't know what it means or something. I'm not sure, but that's why I'm here, and I will tell you about it. So obviously, you know what the buying quantity and selling quantity probably is. And as you can see, buying quantity is 46,915, while selling quantity currently is 85,629, and I believe that is on the day at this current moment, but I could not be positive about that. But either way, that's not really that important because this buy-sell ratio tells us exactly what we need to know. So, as you can see, the buy-sell ratio is 0.55. That means, as you can see here as well, that more people are selling shark than are buying shark. What this means is, because more people are selling it, they're going to lower the price because they want to sell it compared to other people. This means that the item is going to go down in price. So this would not be a good item to flip right now because you would likely buy it at a higher price and sell it at a lower price. This buy-sell ratio really tells you a lot about good items to go in and flip on. Now let's go find an item with a positive buy-sell ratio. Here is an item with a positive buy-sell ratio of 2.87, and that is the black dragon leather. Now that means, as you can see, the buying quantity is 10,509 and the selling quantity is 3,662, which means more people are buying than selling. This pretty much guarantees that the price of the item is going to go up. So, for example, if I want to train crafting, and I have high crafting level, and I put in an offer for black dragon leather at a GE price, and it doesn't come through, well, I might, if I'm impatient, pump up the price of the item so I can buy it faster. This drives price movement upwards because more people are going to be doing that because there's not a lot being sold and there's a lot in demand. So people are going to start selling it for higher and higher, and price movement is going to be upwards. So when you go to flip an item, always try to flip an item with a positive buy-sell ratio. Now, GE Tracker is an amazing website to use for these features, but they are sometimes a little sketchy. I mean, it's not updating in real time, but it updates really dang close. I think it updates like every 2 minutes or something, so it's pretty much real time, but this isn't always going to be necessarily true, so just be careful with that. Check the margins manually before you go in for something like this, because yes, generally it is correct, but just make sure you check margins and make sure everything is safe before going completely in on the flip. Now, I have Monkfish open in this tab. I just wanted to show you guys because while I was searching for an item with a positive buy-sell ratio, I found the Monkfish here, and buy-sell ratio is plus 1.02, which means it's pretty much equal here. The buying quantity is a little bit more than the selling quantity, and I just wanted to show you guys what that kind of looks like and what it means. So, generally it means the item is at a stable point, and the price isn't really going up, the price isn't really going down. These are safe items to flip. If you see a buy-sell ratio that is almost equal, you can kind of assume that it's not going to jump very much if you do anything to it. So if you buy a lot and you sell a lot, price really isn't going to move that much. And this is good because this shows you it's a safe flip. Because when there's a big buy-sell ratio, yes, there's potential for a lot of profit, but it's hard to get all the buy offer through. Like if you buy, for example, we were just talking about black dragon leather. If I buy 3,000 of those, and maybe only 100 will buy at that low price because the price movement's going up, and people are willing to buy it for higher. And it's good that the price is moving up so you don't lose any money, but it's hard to complete a full offer because price moves up so fast. But for buy-sell ratios that are like between 0.90 and 1.1, generally safe items to flip because they are not moving very fast, and you can just leave these offers in and go train other skills, and they'll just slowly complete, and you can just come back and sell them later pretty safely. Obviously, they're not going to be the biggest margins. See, as it says, approximate profit is only 2 GP per Monkfish, which really isn't that great, but you can just leave the offer in and go do other things in RuneScape and pretty much guarantee yourself that you will make a little bit of money when you come back. So here we are back in OSRS, and I just picked 8 items that I found in a GE tracker search that had positive buy-sell ratios and that I thought would be good items to flip. So maybe you guys can use them if you want, but make sure you do your own analysis on them first, and make sure you're checking at the right time to see if they have a positive buy-sell ratio. Now, I didn't click anything on GE Tracker like suggested items or anything like that. I just thought of these in my mind and then searched them and checked them, and at this moment in time, every single item here had a positive buy-sell ratio. What I was thinking kind of when I went through my search is items that are either A, consumables, or B, items that are so cheap that people only want one of that they'll just buy out instantly. So that's how, for the consumable part, Sardome Brews and Strength Potions. For free-to-play, people need Strength Potions for PKing, they're almost always used. And in members, people need Sardome Brews to tank bosses, or be tanky in the wilderness, and they just give so much health for a 1 inventory slot, so people really like them. Now, going off the things people buy, like one time, Proselyte Cuisse, I don't know how to say that, but the Proselyte legs, usually people just buy them one time, and I looked them up on GE Tracker, where they had like a 600 GP margin, and they were going up at this moment in time, and I was like, well, that's a good item to show the viewers, of course. Same with green boots. People like to really buy green boots. I don't know why. Out of all those like cosmetic gnome items, green boots are like double the price of anything, and people really like them. And at this moment in time, they actually have a 900 GP margin. So green boots, guys, definitely something you might want to look at. Might be something to invest into. Mahogany logs and U logs, again, these are the consumable items as I was talking about. What typically happens is bots from free-to-play cut U logs, and they sell them to members who fletch them into U bows, who then sell them back on the Grand Exchange to people alking the U bows, and that's a really healthy margin. Mahogany logs as well are a very healthy margin because they're used for mahogany planks and then consumed into construction. So those are 2 great items that are safe that you can just leave in offers, throughout the day and just sell them whenever you get back to the GE. Cakes, again, are also really good. This goes kind of with consumables, because when people make new characters and members, they go rob the stalls, excuse me, in Ardo, or I don't really know how to say that place, but either way, because that's a level like 5 thieving spot, or level 1, I don't even know, and you get cakes from the stall, and people usually sell the cakes to free-to-play, because free-to-play want the cakes for tick eating and PKing, along with swordfish. I checked swordfish though, a lot of swordfish get dumped into the game, and it was a, negative, not negative, but the buy-sell ratio wasn't good. It was like 0.6 or something, and that's not something you really want to flip at this moment in time. Don't let me deter you from flipping though. Check for yourself, because there's definitely times where it's a positive buy-sell ratio. And the Amulet of Strength, this is like a one-time buy thing for free-to-play. Usually people just jack up the price to get an Amulet of Strength, and if a lot of people do that, you can get a good flip in there, because maybe you can flip 50 of them or something like that if you don't have that much money, and people just instantly buy out for the high price, because, people want it instantly to go PKing or go train, and it's really only like 2k, so usually people just jack up the price and buy it for whatever it's currently at. So that is a good item to flip if you're free to play. Anyway guys, I hope this video helped you, find some good items to flip, and hopefully you can use these tips to make you a lot of money in the future. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if it helped you out at all. Subscribe if you want more content like this. I always bring these, flipping guides and some money making guides to the channel. Anyway, I will see you guys next time, and thank you for all your continued support.